So in this video we're going to be looking at a full trade walkthrough using everything we've learnt from the course and applying that all together to get a successful trade. So we start off on the higher time frames and we're on the daily here doing our top down analysis. So we start on the daily and we mark up our structure points. So if we look here at the most recent price action, we see we have a break to the downside here. So we mark that as a daily break of structure. And we can see that we have this swing point, the swing high is here. And then we get a pullback after breaking this structure from here. And then we put in this swing high. We then come down, break structure again, breaking the swing low. And then we get a pullback from this before coming up to here and then breaking the structure again. And then currently we are in this leg here. So we can mark on our premium discount on the daily. So what can we see is we tapped into a level here, had a pullback. So it's off of this wick here. And this wick isn't at the extreme of this whole leg, and I think this is the weekly. But we could see a continuation up here to come to this extreme supply. But we're just making ourselves aware of where it came off of. As you can see, this wick swept liquidity there. It also, so it swept liquidity of this reaction point and also this one here. So it could be a good level to trade from to look for longs. So yeah, we could see a retracement up to this supply up here. This is the extreme supply on the daily. As you can see, we have retraced to the 50% of the premium discount, and we've came into these buy to sell wicks. So equally we could reverse off of here, put in a new low and continue down. Because we've retraced to the 50%, I'm seeing that happening. So if we delete this, so on the 4 hour we can see that we had this push up here and then we broke this low. We then had a small pullback here. This pullback was 37 pips, so not structure. And then we had a pullback here, which was more than 40 pips. So this is our new swing low on the 4 hour, pullback, and then we had a breakdown here. Okay, so we've got our current leg of price. If we mark on our swing high, which is this one. Okay, so we've got our current leg of price here. Draw on the premium discount. Okay, and we've got obviously this low is weak because it failed to put in a new high so far, and it's targeted obviously based on expectational order flow. Once we have a break to the downside, we're looking for a pullback to the premium, followed by a run to the downside, taking out the low. So we've retraced already to this supply here. So if we move this one, we've retraced to this supply, and then we could see a new low put in here, taking out this week low. Let's look on the 15-minute now. Just going to delete all of this. I'm just going to refine this level down to this candle here, this buy to sell. It would be this whole buy to sell range, but we can refine it down a little bit. As you can see, it came into this one, and I'll mark the high, I'll cover the high as well. So looking at our structure here, if we zoom out a bit, So we had this low here, which got broken. Then the swing high would be this one. And then we came down, got a pullback here, pulled back up, and we failed to break this high above here. Okay, so this is still our leg. And then we have a break to the downside again once we break this swing low, like so. So we're in this leg of price, the swing high is here, and marking up the premium discount, we can see that we're now in premium. We've had a nice reaction from this supply, we've had a 15-minute change of character, and now we're making our way to the downside. We haven't came off of anything significant here. This is just a demand, but it didn't really do much. And yeah, we're looking for shorts basically. Pro trend towards the swing low. So we had a change of character off of this. Okay, and we've left behind this supply, which is the extreme. So this would be a nice level to trade from. As you can see, we tapped down here into this demand, had a pullback, and then this demand failed. And we do have a small sweep of this high. So if I was to mark this, I'd mark this demand. I think this flipped this. So we came down, came up into this supply, pulled back. This swept this low here. So we tapped into this supply, created this low, and then had a sweep. And then this supply failed. This is the demand that caused the supply failure. We then came down, tapped in, created this high, pushed back down, and then swept that high. And then prices came back into there before heading down. And then we could see we're currently in this supply range. So if I was to refine this down, I'd refine it to this candle. And as you can see, there's no inducement in this leg here. So this could be inducement for this supply. So the time now is 6 AM. So we get on the charts at 7 AM. So yeah, I'm looking for a short from either this area or this area. This could still be inducement for the extreme here. But I do like the look of this level. Okay, so we tap into this level. And as you can see, we don't get a change of character on the 15-minute. So we drag this to the left. And the only one now which we could see hold is this. Or we could come further, obviously, up into this one. And this could be used as inducement for the one above. But for now, this one's holding. This whole range is holding. So yeah, look for shorts from this level. Okay, so we tap in, our alert goes off at 11:30. So now we're looking for shorts. So before we saw this, so we've got this break to the upside, we've got this inside bar. So we can mark this up, and we've got this low. So what I'd do here is I'd set my alert at this low, so I'd add alert here. It's not going to let me because we're playing bar replay, but we've came into this, took this high, this is the low to take. I'd also watch price, so if we pulled down here, I'd set an alert above this high. So if this high went and we came further into this, then I'd be aware of that breaking. I wouldn't necessarily sit on my phone or on my computer staring at this. I'd just use alerts and then look back every 10-20 minutes or so. So as you can see, my alert goes off here once we break this low. And now I jump on my phone and I'm looking to see, is there a sweep in this leg? No, there isn't. So watch the extreme candle because we're going to use 50% of it. and it's this candle here. Okay, so 50% of the highest candle, which is the extreme. Entry at 50%. Cover the high by 1 pip, 6.9. So targets, first target obviously is break even, but full target will be the low of the range here, this swing low. So I'll leave that on there for now at 5R, so we can be aware of our first target. So again, I'd put an alert here at 5R. I'd also put an alert at my stop loss and my entry. You don't have to, but if I'm going to be going away from my computer, I want to know if I'm tagged in. I want to know if I'm going to be tagged in. Set an alert here as well for partials. So I set Trade Assistant to set partials automatically, or take partials automatically. So as soon as price comes into here, my partials will be taken and I'll get alerted. I'll then go onto my phone to check the partials and check they've been taken. And yeah, go about my day. So yeah, change of character, entry here. As you can see, we get tagged straight in there. Like so. Okay, then we almost hit stop loss. As you can see, we come into the extreme here. As we cover the high by 1 pip here, we're safe. Spreads didn't take us out. Okay, so we hit break even here. Alert goes off. Next target is 10R. Play price on. Okay, so then 10R gets hit, like so. Alert goes off. This is the next day now. And then finally, full TP is at the low of the range. And I think it takes a while to hit it here. So I'm just going to exit this. So yeah, as you can see, we hit full TP. So we entered on the 2nd, full TP is on the 8th. Most of the time, it will hit full TP a lot sooner, for example, within a day or within 2 days. But in this situation, we were ranging quite a lot, so it took a bit longer to hit full TP. But either way, 19R in 7 days, which is pretty good. And I think there were a couple of scalings along here from the last video. So yeah, that's just my trade walkthrough there. And yeah, obviously go back and practice this, implementing everything. And yeah, thanks for watching. This is the final video in the course, by the way, so thanks for tuning into the course. I hope you found some value from it, and obviously if you have any questions, leave them in the Discord and I'll get back to you.